Episode 32 of the Fit Pro podcast. People do not give a shit about what you do, they care about why you do it. What is up, listeners? I am your host, Marvin Fayes, and today's episode 32 of the Fit Pro podcast is a quick episode for you. I'll try not to take more than 5 minutes. If you haven't already, make sure you head to the Fit Pro podcast Facebook page and leave a big thumbs up. So let's get into it. Alright, today's episode is about starting with why. I know a lot of people have listened to Simon Sinek's Start With Why. If you haven't, head down on the show notes. There should be a link to his TED Talk as well as his book. It's a great book to read. It's basically a book on how most people run their businesses and why they aren't successful. Alright, so I just wanted to say a few words about that. You may or may not have heard this before. If so, if not, I don't care. You're going to hear it again. All right, purely because repetition breeds process. So I'm going to get it in your head today. Starting with why. People don't buy what you do, they buy why you do it. When creating a product or service, most people start with the what. All right, most of the brands that you know that are moderately successful, not super successful, know what they do. They know exactly what they do, the product or service that they sell. They know exactly that. Sorry, I've just had some coffee. I'm buzzing. Cool. The how. They know how they do it. They know what their UVP is. They know what their unique value proposition is, what their process is. That defines 99% of leaders in organizations that are unsuccessful. Okay? What most of these are missing is the why. The cause, the belief, why they exist. Why should anybody care? Okay, and it's one of the biggest things I see in the fitness industry is people know what the hell, they know what they do. Okay, I'm a personal trainer. Okay, I am a physique model. Okay, I am I offer a service. I offer meal plans. I offer all this other shit. All right. How they do it, we do it on online consultations. We do this by one-on-one consultations. We do this in the gym 3 times a week, blah, blah, blah. That's the how. But the why. Why do you do it? Okay? Do you do it because you want to make money? If that's why you do it, then tell you what, you're not going to make money. You're not going to make money in this industry. In the fitness industry, you are not going to make a cent. You'll make a bit of money, but you'll be out of here in 3 months. Okay? So your why. Your why is your cause, your belief, why you exist, why should anybody care? Now, example, okay, when I was in the fitness industry, I was about the money. And what happened, I stayed around for a while, but it didn't really get where I wanted it to go because I didn't have that why. I didn't have that education. Okay, the mind that had got me into the situation I was in, I didn't have enough learning to get out of that situation and grow. So here's the learning today for you. I'm going to use the podcast as an example of this golden circle, as Simon Sinek calls it. And I'm going to start with the why. Alright, the why I do this podcast is to create content to help and benefit others and create a gold standard and one-stop, no-nonsense podcast for people looking for motivation and inspiration to chase their dreams. That is the why I do this, okay? The why is defined, okay? How I do this. I record interviews with successful fitness professionals, motivational and inspirational content, and constantly try new things. That is how I do my why. And the what? It's the Fit Pro podcast. If you don't know by now, now you know. The Fit Pro podcast. This is why I exist, guys. Again, I'll go over this again. To create content to help and benefit others and create a gold standard and one-stop, no-nonsense podcast for people looking to be motivated and inspired to chase their dreams. How much better does that sound than this is a podcast about fitness professionals? Okay, that sounds so much better. What I want you to do today is go home, write down your why, your how, your what, and define your why, your how, your what. Okay, and let me know on Twitter. Well, actually, no, not on Twitter. There's not enough damn characters. 140 won't do it. Actually, it might if you brief and summarize it. So Twitter, FitPro Podcast, at FitPro Podcast. Or Facebook, leave a comment on the Facebook page. And if you haven't, I will leave a link below to Simon Sinek's book, as well as his video on the TED Talk. And that's all we have time for today. Hopefully that was your daily motivation and inspiration that you needed to crush it. Okay? To crush it. I hope you're liking these shorter episodes. I'm liking doing them. I can bring a lot more energy a lot quicker. The coffee has not worn out. And yeah, guys, if you want to know more and you want to listen to more, head to the FitPro Podcast website or on iTunes, FitPro Podcast. It is free. Or Stitcher Radio, FitPro Podcast. It is also free. Or Google Play. If you're in America or Canada, it is also free. That being said, that's all I have time for today, guys. Peace.